my honor and thrill to introduce Michael Colyar.
How y'all doing? Energy still up? Okay, all right. I know some of y'all wonder why I get this big old coat on. And if you're here for Peter or you one of the Peter people, if Peter's watching this on tape, don't be upset. I had this coat 22 years. I didn't know about Peter back then, and shit costs a lot, so I ain't gonna throw it out or bury it or no shit like that. Also, it may comfort the Peter people to know that no animals were killed for this. No, all these mink were found dead, lying alongside the road. It was more of a gathering than a killing, and some of you may wonder why he's still wearing it. I'm cold. I know y'all used to this shit. Y'all getting this for real. Y'all used to. I just came here yesterday. From my house, 82 degrees. Yesterday, I was sitting with my feet in the water at the pool outside. When I stepped off that plane yesterday, and that air shot up my ass. I screamed like a little girl. Ah! I just screamed. It's so cold. I saw a dog chasing the cat. They both walking. You said, well, why you gotta bring it on stage? Well, I really don't know you motherfuckers. And I'm not just leaving my shit. I don't know y'all nothing like that. I love, before I get started, how the artists before me, I'd like to honor and salute them. You're great, great, great artists. All of you come up and tell you what they like, you know. Tori says she loves punctuality, you know, and told me I was supposed to be coming here at 6:45. Car got to me 6:55. I got here about 7:10. Did the rehearsal, supposed to happen at 7:36, and we started, show supposed to start at 8, we started right at 8:16. So, and I like that she enunciated what she liked, you know. She liked punctuality. Karen like a big old dick. Dame got 2 wives, so she probably wanted a big old dick. But she loves life, and you guys came up here and did the damn thing. So we have a big round of applause for all the artists that appeared before me. I use this stage because I am honored to stand on the stage that the great Dick Gregory stood on. Dick Gregory was the truth. He was amazing, and when I came, this is the first time I've ever done storytelling, so I thank you for allowing me this, Satori. I came with my friend because I was in town doing a comedy show, and Dick was here, and he said, Michael, I'm doing storytelling, so I came over to watch, and I sat right behind him as he sat there, and then he came on the stage and did that thing, and I was like, oh, I have got to do this, and you made a dream come true by bringing me. I'm gonna take the coat off, but I'm not gonna, I'm just leaving. One thing I want to do, because I saw a lot of fellowshipping going on, you know, so we're going to get started in a minute. I know the topic is romance, and I am a romance guy. I love love, so we're going to get to that. But first, I just want to do fellowship for a second. Can you just turn to the person next to you? Turn to that person and touch the person next to you and say, don't touch me. Don't touch me. You don't know me like that. Lady, if you don't get your hands off me, you better. Just don't touch me like that. I just want to, the topic is romance. And I loved your story about your husband to be. Oh, about the diamond, in case you don't know how to choose a diamond. Just get the biggest one, as long as that shit is clear, get a big one. I'm hoping things work out perfect. But if you don't, you want a big ass diamond. No, me and my woman, we have $5 million life insurance on each other because there's nothing more comforting. If you lose your loved one, there's nothing more comforting in your time of sorrow than some cold cash. Let me tell you that. If I die, my woman's a shopper. I can tell you that right now. She's a shopper. My woman could smell a clearance. That's 40% Please just start walking. But we're gonna get to that. We're not there yet, because I gotta tell you, I'm going through something. I didn't get a chance to tell you, Satori. My show's gonna be thrown off a little bit. I'm going through a little something. And I'm gonna share it. Okay. I'm bloated. Okay, now, I'm not, hey, I ain't the only motherfucker. Don't make me point. I'm not the only one in here bloated. Some of you don't even know it. Just snuck up on your ass. All of a sudden your shit is tight and you don't know what happened. Some of you sitting here don't know you're bloated. Let me give you a way of telling if you gaining weight. If you can see the inside of your pants pocket, you start to gain weight. If the pleats in your pants deplete, you starting to gain weight. Big dude, you see me talking to you. That elastic in your drawers roll over a little bit. You starting to gain weight. Now me, I know my problem. It's food. I want to take an opportunity to thank a man, Chef. What was his name? Chef Rod. What's Donald's last name? Stuttervin. Chef Donald Stuttervin. He has a restaurant here called 1917. If you have an opportunity, go there. The food was it amazing? We ate there this morning. It was the food was off the chain. He made an omelet and then gave it to me for free. People, free food tastes better than regular food. I don't know if it's the ingredients or the preparation. I don't even put no seasoning in free food. I just eat it quick before somebody changes their mind. And I met him at the Griot, which is amazing. If you ever been to the Club Griot, you want to go over there. It's amazing. They're rolling vinyl. They're playing albums, man. And the people who ain't hip don't know, but that's the hottest thing right now. Albums are coming back. Get you a turntable. Albums and hearing the music in its purest form like that is off the chain. You walk in there, they have the coldest music, nicest people. Our husband bought me a t-shirt, gave me a t-shirt. Free, once again, free shit. And then the guy from the restaurant bought me another one because I had to get one because Griot, as you know, is a storyteller. And all this is full circle because here we are. Here to tell stories in a storytelling forum. And it was just, all of it it all just came together. So I thank you. I know why I'm bloated. No, because I hate the liars. You know, the liars. Oh, my fat. On big bone. Motherfucker, your bone ain't no bigger than nobody else's bone. Now you got some big ass meat wrapped around the bone. Act like it is what it is. It was the food. I know it is for me, because you folks, y'all got a restaurant around the country I keep going to. It's killing me. It's called, excuse me. My dog, come on, talk. You gotta stop that. Thank you. It's called Cracker Barrel. Anybody ever eat Cracker Barrel? I love Cracker Barrel. Now, at first, I wasn't going to a motherfucking restaurant called Cracker Barrel, okay? I'm from Chicago's Project, Southside. Robert Teller, home 1415 South State Apartment 909. Now, where I come from, we don't fuck around with no cracker and a barrel full of cracker. That's a whole lot of motherfucking cracker. So when they said we going to Cracker Barrel, I said, I ain't going to Cracker Barrel. He said, yeah. I said, I ain't going to the Cracker Barrel, because I feel like that. If they call it Cracker Barrel, it's going to be a bunch of white folk saying negative stuff about the black folk. It's the opposite. These folks so nice at Cracker Barrel, you think they up to some shit, you hear me? As soon as you walk through the door, how you doing? Big dude, listen, if you gonna go to Cracker Barrel restaurant, walk fast, okay? Because the only way you can get to the restaurant is if you walk through the Cracker Barrel store. Man. The Cracker Barrel store has every type of candy known to man. They got sugar baby and sugar daddy. They got moon pies in a goddamn box. Anybody ever had the blueberry pancake from Cracker Barrel? Woo! The blueberries so plump and juicy, you bite into them and the juice squeak inside your mouth. And the pancake's so light and fluffy, you got to put syrup on them to keep them motherfuckers from floating to the sea. Now I'm working on it. I don't believe in complaining about things unless you're gonna do something about the thing. So I hired myself a nutritionist. Yeah, first thing he had me do, take all the white out of my diet. No salt, no sugar, no flour, no white people. Then, he got me jumping rope. Anybody jump rope? Next time? Anybody jump? See, when you jump rope, it tightens up your whole body. You jump rope for 10 minutes, it's the equivalency of 30 minutes of jogging. I've had my rope 13 weeks. I ain't fucking touch it, but I believe it. I believe it. But here's the thing I'm doing. Look here. This is what I'm doing that's really, listen, this is what I'm doing that's really heavy. They got me on a thing called a colon cleanser. Anybody know what that is? Okay. Everybody in this room has a thing inside them called a colon. Okay. This motherfucker, 12 feet long, I'm 5'9". This motherfucker, 12 feet long, runs through your entire body, and everything you've ever eaten in your lifetime has gone through this colon. Now, over the years, some of the food is stuck. You've been sitting in the same place for a year. Sir, at your house, you got a sink. Okay, the pipe goes under the sink. Water goes through the pipe. Sediment sticks to the side. Okay, basically, technically, everybody in this room, full of shit right now. Okay, just full of shit. Now, the only way to move the shit along is with a colon cleanser. Now, the one they got me on is called a super cleanser. I don't even call it that. I call it shit quick, okay? Because I'm shitting 10 times a day. It's just tender. It's just tender. But here's the good news. I will not be farting while I'm on this stage. I am terrified of the possibility of a fart. If I think of a fart, I'm gonna run the hell out of here because I don't know what's really gonna happen. In fact, if all of a sudden I take off running, don't take it personal. It just means I got some shit to do. Now, one more thing, and we're gonna get started. Love is not always linear. You know, sometimes you can't, a lot of people just hope they're gonna find that one love in their life. That's gonna be it, and life gonna go off bells, everything will be perfect. Sometimes you gotta go through some things. I had a friend. Well, he wasn't really a man, he was just a head. Yeah, ma'am, you have to swallow that and spit that out. You can't keep rolling that around like that now, that's nasty. Anyway, this guy, it wasn't a regular guy, he was just a head, okay, he was a head. And he was rolling around his house, right? He's bored, he decided to roll down to the park, so he rolled down to the park. When he got to the park, he rolled up to the water fountain. The lady was drinking some water at the water fountain. So the head says to the lady, ma'am, you're beautiful. Will you marry me? He said, marry? You ain't nothing but a head. Gave him a punt. The guy was dejected. He rolled back home, rolled to his house, rolled to the kitchen, rolled to the pantry, rolled back and forth on the shelf till he found a bottle marked poison. He took his lips, opened the bottle, drank the poison, passed out. But he didn't die. Woke up the next morning and he had a torso. Yeah, a head and a torso. Ooh, he's feeling good. So he slumped on back at the house, right? He slumped on back down to the park. He slumped up to the water fountain. He slumped up to the woman. She must be thirsty. She's still there drinking. Anyway, he slumped up to the woman. He said, miss, will you marry me now? I got a body. She said, no. You ain't got no arms or legs. Get out of here. The guy felt dejected. So he slumped back to the house. He slumped to the kitchen, slumped to the pantry, slumped back up on the shelf, got that bottle, drank the poison, tried to kill himself, passed out again, but didn't die. Woke up the next morning, had 2 arms and a leg. Woo! He was feeling good by himself. So he hopped on back down to the park, right? Hopped up to the woman, hopped up to the fire, I'm gonna watch drinking all this damn water. Anyway, hopped up to her. He said, miss, look at me. I'm almost whole. Will you marry me now? She said, no, I ain't gonna marry, no cripple. He said, well, wait right here. So he hopped down, fast and good, hopped into the kitchen, hopped to the pantry, grabbed the poison, drank all the poison down, and died. Yeah, the moral of the story is, stop or you're ahead. Okay, now listen to me. Sometimes you don't get right to the first one, but you don't want to stop. You want to keep going until you get it right. I am currently with the love of my life. The woman I'm with right now is the woman I've looked for an eternity. Anyway, if I've gone looking for a woman, I was looking for her. But I had to get to her. So I've been married, this will be my 3rd time. First time I was married, I was young. I just got out of high school, young, dumb, full of cum. Didn't know what I was doing. She didn't either. You know, sometimes we didn't get the right hole. It was just yeah, we was trying. We did have an amazing son, Nicholas Sebastian Colyar, that came out of that. But then I joined the military, you know, because I I didn't have a life. I said, I'm joining the military. That way I could take care of this woman. I didn't have no money for college. So, joined the military. And anybody else met military and veterans? Yes! Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. But I didn't go front line. No shit like that. No. No, I punk ass military police. Yeah. I just drove around in a Jeep all day, hoping like hell a fucking domestic squabble didn't bring out. Okay, but I went. I went so I get my college education, and when I got over there, I found out the woman really wasn't marriage material. You don't find out. She was my high school sweetheart. I didn't know. Her parents said she ain't ready. Listen to the parents. They know what the hell they talking about. They've been living with her the whole time. I didn't know. I just thought they were trying to keep her from me. They knew she wasn't shit. We got over there, she didn't want to do nothing but lay around all day and watch TV. I go out to my little military policing. I come back, house dirty, ain't no food cooked. I got to cook, clean, and fuck. Why do I need you here? Go on back. After I got out of the military, I learned how to do my craft. I learned how to do comedy, triple threat, sing, dance, act. So I got to do all these things that allowed me to do what my dream is. My dream is to be a major artist and a major star, not to make money. Let me tell you something. If you're chasing money, you'll never catch it. You see, that you have to follow your heart. A lot of times I'll come on stage and I'll pull out a wad of money. And I say, whew. I sure do love you. Now put that back in my pocket. How many people thought that was rude, absurd? Money hurt your ass. Money hurt you because you're scared of money. You ain't be scared of money. Money ain't the root of all evil. Money ain't God. Don't treat it like that. But money is the lubrication of life. Shit, you can't actualize your dreams if your ass can't pay your rent. So it's important. But you gotta do a thing because you love a thing. The topic is romance. Romance, you get there by a road called love. And the love that I have first is my craft, my art. I want to be the greatest artist I can be because if you follow your heart, then God is your supply. For where does God reside? Except the center of your heart. So the closer you get to your heart, the closer you get to God. And so everything else comes to you. If you do what's in your heart, you don't have to think about money. People will bring you wheelbarrows of money. You won't be able to spend your shit. You won't have no place to put your shit. So you follow your heart. And my heart is the craft. So the craft took me to California, where I wanted to go. I became a street performer in Chicago in 1985, telling jokes, passing a hat. And I get excited because this guy named Eddie Murphy back then was the shit. He was everything. He had the best comedy show, Saturday Night Live. He was a star. He had the biggest movie, Raw, biggest movie film, Raw, doing movies. What the fuck? I have a red leather suit. Anyway, he was getting all that. By just telling jokes. So I gave me some Red Fox albums, went in my mama's basement, and learned jokes. Until I was so good at it, like, man, horses talking to a zebra, rapping to a zebra, try to pick the zebra up. Find the zebra, say, hey, what do you want? The horse says, you know what I want, baby. Now get over here and take off them pajamas. Woo! I was killing this shit. Just jokes. Just learn little jokes. The waiter, every day this waiter would bring the soup to the man's table and he had his thumb in the damn soup. The man got tired and said, hey! Fuck you keep putting your thumb in my soup. He said, oh! You mean this thumb? Oh, I got arthritis. Yeah, I got arthritis in this thumb. And the doctor said, I gotta keep that thumb warm. Customer said, well, you can stick that thumb up your ass. He said, yeah, that's what I do right before I get the soup. Anyway, so I started learning jokes. Past my hat, and I became like one of the best street performers in Chicago. But then winter came. Nobody tried to hit no jokes on State Street in December. So I packed everything and went to California. So when I got to California, I found Venice Beach. And on Venice Beach, I made my bones. I spent 9 years out there. 5 hours a day, every Saturday, Sunday, telling jokes, past my hat, making 6 figures a year, weekend on. Telling jokes, I was hitting my niche. I was doing the thing I wanted to do. And while I was there, I met the second love of my life. Brooks Jackson. Brooks Jackson was a flight attendant when flight attendants still look like flight attendants. Y'all remember that? They almost look like models. They was young, slim, and sexy. Not no more. No, now you might get Hilda, Maud, Ryan. You don't know who the hell you are. But she was beautiful, sexy, and we hit off right away. In fact, it lasted a long time. We were married for 24 years. We've been together for 28. You know, but it was a good run. But when a thing is over, a thing is over. It didn't get over immediately. You know, I got in a relationship, everything was going good for a long time. Everything was working out, then I started making money. Some of y'all know I won this show called Star Search, and so that gave me a lot of popularity. I mean, because I gave half to the homeless. It wasn't that I won the show, but giving that half to the homeless made everybody come out. So they came out and they saw me on Venice Beach, HBO, so they gave me my own special. So now I'm making money, and I'm building these big houses, I'm with all these stars and stuff, but you know, with money, sometimes. And this time it came in the form of drugs. Oh yeah. Robin Williams said it best. Cocaine is God's way of saying you're making too much goddamn money. Okay, so I mean, it started out simple enough. First I started smoking a little weed, you know, then a little blow, then a little more. Woo! Then I found that pipe and oh, I was getting fucked up. That first blast, woo! It was a motherfucker. It gave you a euphoric spin. You know, you just couldn't wait for the next one. You hit that next one. Woo! Shit! Then paranoia kicked in. Shh. See that? You know, I hear people all the time talking about their addiction. Oh, my life was so bad. Now, man, I was getting fucked up. I was partying. Woo! I was partying my ass off there. I was getting down. I was a hardcore motherfucking addict, too. I was one of them crackheads that couldn't understand. How the fuck we gonna stop getting high? And there's still dope on this plate. Give me that razor blade. I take that razor blade, I cut it up real good, you know. Smush it, got smush it around right there. Put it in the pipe. Then you gotta clean it. That's that residue. Yeah. Ooh, I fucking kill for residue. I can make a crack pipe out of anything. Piece of glass, Coca-Cola can, Tampax, car antenna. Yeah, if you came out in the 90s and your car antenna was gone, motherfucker, that was me, you know. Oh, man, I smoked so much goddamn crack. One day, I broke into my own damn house. I ain't bullshit. I was halfway at the door with the TV. Before I realized it was my damn place. Now, before I broke in, I used to stand outside. Encase the joint. Indiana, around the same time of year, cold, snow up to your ankles. I jumped off the stage, ran straight down the aisle, made a left, shot out the exit door. That motherfucker closed and locked. I was out there about 15 minutes. People thought the funniest shit in the world. I couldn't figure out how to fucking, I almost had double pneumonia, but I got a standing ovation. Anyway, and the drug thing, you know, sort of interfered with my marriage. Things weren't really working out, you know. Things sort of fell off. Love is not always linear. So things sort of fell off. My woman was happy, just relaxing, enjoying the good life, and I wanted more. I wanted more. And I wanted a daughter. You know, when I met my wife, she promised me she'd give me a child. But once we got married, she changed her mind. I found in having these conversations with people, women do that shit a lot. I wanted. I had a son, and I was determined that I'm going to have a daughter, so I went out looking for a woman that's going to be fly, hot, wild like me, and would be willing to give me a daughter. And I found a woman, Denise, and she was awesome, and she wanted to do it. She was doing the same things I was doing, and she was willing to give me this child, and she got pregnant, but it was wrong. I shouldn't have went about it that way. No, sir, I shouldn't have been fucking that woman. What I should have done is taking my wife to a therapist, one of them marriage counselors, told him the situation, so he could have said to her, you need to give him that goddamn baby, like he asked for in the first place, and it wouldn't be no problem. That's not what happened. What happened was she got pregnant, and I only had one rule, please, whatever we do, we're not gonna hurt Brooks. I'm gonna go to her myself and tell her, that I'm leaving, that I'm coming to you with my baby. But before I could do it, my girlfriend, and let me tell you something, pregnant girlfriends just fuck up happy marriages. Anyway, my girlfriend, I'd like to say I saw that on a t-shirt. That t-shirt belongs to a friend of mine named Corey Holcomb. So when this airs nationally, I don't know nobody say Michael stole Corey Holcomb's joke. The shit just fit right there, so I'm borrowing it. Okay, anyway, and I'm gonna call him tonight and tell him before you motherfuckers do. So she got pregnant, and I was gonna tell Brooks myself, I wanted to break it to her gently. But before I get home, my girlfriend, and what I found is an act of betrayal, called first. Left a message on the phone. Ring! Brooks, this is Denise. I'm pregnant with Michael's baby. Click! Okay, well, I guess I had to tell her now. Okay, so I get to the house, and I told her, and she passed out. I ain't never seen nobody pass out. I saw people drop dead, but I ain't never seen nobody pass out. So anyway, when she woke up and realized what the situation was, she said she'd forgive me if I never saw that woman again and never saw the child. And I had to go for it because I felt guilty and I felt wrong. And I said yes to that, and so we continued on trying to have a life, but what I had broken could never be fixed, but we still tried. We put on a good face. I always carried her in the highest possible form, and that's what I think men are supposed to do. You always hold your woman up to the highest form. But still secretly, shit, I was hanging out with the women, getting fucked up. I come in, 3:30 in the morning, shit. I smoked all that crap. I'm sneaking in, I'm trying not to wake her up. Heart pumping fast, sweat like R. Kelly in the playground. But I got tired. I got tired of the sneaking in, tired of the lying, tired of breaking her heart, sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I went and called Cocaine Anonymous. Hey, I'm fucked up. And they said, don't worry about it. Come on down. We got a meeting on Saturday. So I came to the meetings and I got into Cocaine Anonymous. So I started getting well. And I did good too for about 8 months. And then I started missing crack. Anybody ever miss crack? Anybody? I'm the motherfucker in the room, Mr. I don't think anybody tell the truth. But when you miss crack, you miss crack like that bad girlfriend. Sir, you know what I'm talking about. The one that fuck real good, but the bitch crazy. So when y'all get through, you want to get out the house. Get out the house, take your shit, don't call me. Don't come back here no more. Before I know it, I'm out there getting high again. Getting fucked up. But then I realized that would turn my life around because I have a mother. And you can't even talk about love if you can't talk about your mom. The mother is the essence of all of it. When I was a child, I looked up to my mother. What I saw y'all do today is what mothers do. You brought these children out here and let them dance. And we honored them with praise. Now I'm really proud of y'all because usually white folks do that shit. I love that. White folks do that. We black folks, we sometimes shut our kids down. We see our kids jumping around dancing. Shirley, you better sit yourself down somewhere. White folks, look at Shirley. She's gonna be a ballerina. Black kids be tapping on shit, beating on drums and shit. You hit that drum again. Bobby, I'm gonna hit you. White folks, look at Bobby. He's gonna be a drummer. You know? And then they start with their kids really young. If they 4 or 5, they see something want to do, they bound some drums. Now put their ass out in the garage with it, but they bound some drums. They encourage by the time they're 11, they know the drums. By the time they're 16, they got a record deal and they're buying them a home. That's what we did in here today when you honored those young kids. All that is the essence of what our mothers are. In fact, I can't really talk to you about, well, I was talking about that, say something about my mom. Well, I can't really say nothing about my mom, say something about your mom. So let me just start with your mom. Your mama is the greatest family member you'll ever experience. Oh, your father's cool, your brothers and sisters all right, but your mama's the shit. Let me tell you something, your mama believed in you before you believed in your damn self. And for many of us, mama is the first God any of us ever knew. Oh, you got these people calling themselves your ride or die friend. Shit. Get in trouble. See if you can find them. Your mama is gonna stick with you through thick or thin. You kill a motherfucker. I'm not talking about no accident. I'm talking about on purpose. Yeah, cut a motherfucker up in a million pieces, make a lampshade out their backbone. Your mama will be the one in court with your crazy ass. She hold the Bible. Oh, my baby didn't do that. You don't know my baby. That was not my mic. My mother is my first hero and my greatest hero. My mama came to these shows when y'all wouldn't come. Wouldn't be but 6 people in the room, my mother would be here. She'd sit over there and laugh while I get up over there, sit down and laugh. Get up over there, sit down and laugh, get up over there, sit down and laugh. Maybe shit feel like a cry. And although she was my best friend and my first hero, most importantly, she was my mother. And she took that very seriously. My mom didn't take no shit. She was 5 foot nothing with a heart of gold and a fist of fury. She wished a motherfucker would. I feared my mother. I wasn't afraid of her. But you know how we say we have a fear of the Lord? That don't mean we scared of God. That means we hold God in high reverence. I held my mother in high reverence. Because I know she wished a motherfucker would. My mama ain't take no shit. She raised 5 men, and she didn't play. My mama invented the backhand lick. Anybody ever had backhand lick? Anybody don't know backhand lick? Okay, backhand lick is when your mama driving the car, and she done told you to knock it off, and you keep on doing it. She slapped the fuck out you. She gets you with all 4 knuckles, and don't even throw the car off. Ah! Say it again. Say it again. My mama invented that. My mother rather die than let one of her kids disrespect her. I see kids that they talk back to their parents. Unheard of when I grew up. White kids talk back, they get time out. Black kids talk back, they get knocked the fuck out. You hear me? I remember one day my brother, 6'2", Dave Kite, decided he gonna talk back to my mama. But he gonna be slick about it, y'all. He gonna do it under his breath. Mothers in the room, let me ask you a question. Do you have a second sense where you can hear what your children are saying 2 and 3 rooms away? Damn it, I thought so. My mom was way down in the living room. She's watching television. She's watching World Wrestling Federation. My brother was in the pants. He had a big old mirror. He was getting dressed. He was always splendiferous. I don't even know what it is my mama told him to do. But he decided he gonna say some mumbly, disrespectful, under his breath shit like, got a lot of nerve to talk to me like that. She better shut the fuck up. Shit. Woo! She better be lucky I love her, else I choke the shit out of her. And my mother heard it. My mama come run from the living room, through the kitchen, through the pantry, wrap her arm around his neck, threw both her feet in the air, and slam that motherfucker to the ground. I just started washing the motherfucking dishes, you hear me? No, it wasn't my day. I washed the shit out of them dishes was big as man, yet they were. And so I come up loving and respecting women. I might say bitch once or twice in my comedy act, but it's not part of my show. You don't hear me saying that. You don't hear me in a conversation with nobody ever saying that. My mother wouldn't have that. I love you and respect you too much. Men always complain. My woman don't treat me like a king. I am. That's because you forget to treat your women like the queens they are. I'm in love with a great queen. Her name is Kelly. Kelly McCann right now. But we engaged. Big ass ring too. I can't not marry her. Else I'm gonna have to kill her because I'm gonna need that ring back. We're almost there, people. Not at Kelly yet, but almost. The young lady had a beautiful daughter for me. The daughter turned 7. And I had to go back to Brooks because I had promised I would never see this woman or see that child. So I had to go to my church, Agape, in Los Angeles, Reverend Michael Beckwith. And I heard you say something about religion and spirit. I'm not religious either, I'm spiritual. For me, the difference is religious people seem to think there's a hell. Spiritual people have already been there several times. So I went to Michael Beckwith and I said, brother, I made a promise and I have this child and I promised I would never see the baby again. And he said, brother, that's not a promise you can make. You need to go home and tell your wife that you have a child and you're going to honor that baby and raise that child and be a father. And that's what I did. And when I did that, guess what? She understood. She didn't do that because she's a bad person. That was a knee-jerk reaction from her being hurt, from my betrayal of her. And so I had a chance to raise my child, and my wife and I, had more of a friendship than a relationship. The relationship really wasn't there anymore. Remember, people, everything is about communications and relationships. How you communicate with people and how you relate with them will determine how you get along and how it gels. So we were friends, but the relationship was gone. We weren't really there like that. And this is when I met my queen, my true queen, the one I've looked for an eternity. Her name is Kelly. In fact, I met her at church. And I wasn't even looking for nobody. I thought they were doing my shit, hustling, passing out flyers. No, I'm a hustler. I tell some jokes, but I sell shit way better than I tell jokes. I sell some shit. I don't know what kind of show I had, but I had a stack full of flyers. I'm passing them out, and I saw her. Her eyes are green. She has dreadlocks to her waist. And she reminded me a lot of my mother. She's my mother's same height. She even has the high cheekbones. My mother had high cheekbones. And she wasn't light skinned, she's light brown. And she had good hair. You know, black folks think when they got high cheekbones and good hair, they got some Indian in them. A lot of black people got high cheekbones and good hair, don't have any of them. Now, I don't mean the Indian didn't sneak in and fuck with my grandparents. I'm just saying to acknowledge there wasn't nobody there. But she reminded me of my mother and her look, but she's different from me. She's different as night and day. First of all, she's a vegetarian. And I'm not. No, hell no. People, we got to eat these animals. We got to eat these animals, people. I love chicken. Most black people, if they're not vegetarians, they love chicken. Now, see, a thing ain't a stereotype. If it's true, we love chicken. Right, but let me tell you, they have a thing called mad cow disease. Black people ain't say shit. Have a thing called swine flu. We ain't said motherfucking thing. Let them fuck with them chickens. It's gonna be an uprising and a revolution. People, when I eat a chicken, I am doing the Lord's work. Let me explain myself. God created everything with purpose. What's the purpose of a chicken if it's not to eat the chicken? Chicken ain't gonna do shit for you. Chicken can't bring in newspaper. Chicken can't protect your house. You can't even make a fucking chicken coat. You can't do shit with a chicken but eat the chicken. When I eat a chicken, the Lord smiles. But my woman, she ain't having any of that. Kelly will not eat anything that ever had a heart or a face. She rationalizes that she doesn't want something to scream out in terror just so she can have a sandwich. And I get that. I get that, you know, because I had an experience at a Wolfgang Puck restaurant. Have you ever eaten? Anybody ever eaten Wolfgang Puck restaurant? I went to Wolfgang Puck restaurant, nice one too. Chinois. And you could sit right at the counter and watch them make the food. On this particular day, the chef had a high flame and he set the skillet on the flame, thin skillet, and he filled it with olive oil. Very healthy, olive oil. Then he took a live crab and set it in that hot oil. And it screamed out and died. I thought this was cruel as shit. I never seen it in my life. But when I dipped it in that sauce, side on the coleslaw, please. You know, but my woman ain't having none of that. My woman won't let me kill anything that's crawling in the house. If I find a bug, I gotta put it in the cup, take it out back, and release it. First day I met her, we was walking. Not first day, about a month after we really got together. Because I tell you, when I first met her, I was still married. And I told her I'm getting out of it. And when I met her at church, we just talked, and I just like, my God, I was thunderstruck. This bad motherfucker. I've always loved to know somebody, meet somebody like her, all natural, beautiful, everything. And I just gave her one of my cards. I didn't expect to hear from her. You know, about 4 days later, I heard from her. But I didn't know who the fuck she was. I talked to a lot of people. I passed out a lot of flyers and cards. You know, I'm trying to get the job. And so when she called me, she tried to describe herself. And oh, wow, dreadlocks. Okay. Are you in Facebook? Yes, I go to Facebook. Let me just say something about Facebook. Everybody can't be my Facebook friend. Okay? Let me just say, first of all, you can't be my Facebook friend if your picture ain't on Facebook. It's called Facebook, motherfucker. You ain't ever face? Don't put the shit. You can't be somebody else. Your name can't be Robert Jenkins and you put Eddie Murphy's picture, okay? I don't want to see a picture of your pet. And if you some fella that's all buff as shit with your shirt off and oiled up, no nigga, you ain't my friend. No, everybody can't be my friend. No. So I said, are you on Facebook? She said, yeah, I went to Facebook and saw her. And I was like, oh my God, this is the woman I've been looking for. Forever. No, forever. No, I kid you not, forever. She is so kind. She loves me so deeply that it humbles me and it excites me. I don't need a motherfucking alarm clock to get up in the morning. I pop up in the morning ready to go. I'm walking 35% faster. She has given my heart something extra to thrive about. She a bad motherfucker. If I wasn't me, I would have been her. Now I say that everywhere I go, because she expects, but that's not what's important. What's important is, she is to me what I believe a woman is supposed to be first and foremost to her man. She's my friend. So whether I get it right or fuck it up, she will always be by my side and with me and in me and as me, and so I can walk on water and fly through the sky, because she's already here. Then when I first met her, I told her, you know, that I'm married, but I'm trying to get out of it. Then we started seeing each other. You know, people always tell you that shit. Oh man, I'm married, but we're working on it. You know, but it was the truth. I was there, but just the shell of me, my spirit, my heart, my soul wasn't there. And I see that it could be with her, and I was telling. So we started seeing each other. And the first time we made love, she cried like a baby, like she had lost somebody. At first I thought it was that big old dick, but no. She cried. I'm sorry, that should be more sensitive. I'm sorry. But she said, and I'm gonna need a copy of this. Okay, anyway, this is good. Someone is coming off the top. Okay, anyway, no, she sat in this bed and cried as though a relative had died. I mean, she cried violently. And I said, why are you crying, baby? And she said, how can we do this? We love God. We love our church Agape. We love Michael Beckwith. We're supposed to be trying to do the right thing. How can we do this? And I'm like, well, because we love each other, but I'm in a situation that I got to get out of. I've been with this woman 28 years, married for 24. I'm not just going to kick her to the motherfucking curb. You're on your own. I've done everything for her. I've raised all the money. I got to make sure she's okay. That might take me about 2 years. And she's like, well, I'll try to wait, but I'm not sure. About 6 weeks later, I was like, you know what? I don't think it's gonna take no 2 years. About a week after that, I was like, shit, this ain't gonna last till June, okay? I'm not gonna... And when you're in a relationship, and you want to talk about romance, it's a job, man. Relationships is a job. And the job is to love each other up and lift each other up all the time. It's not part-time, not every now and then, all the fucking time. I give my woman cards, shit, almost every week I give her cards. If I ain't got no other card, I give what the fuck they got. They got an Easter card, and it's near December, I don't give a fuck, I get an Easter card. And she'll love it every time. She'll never get tired of that. Young men and older gentlemen here, buy your woman flowers, man. Every grocery store sells flowers for $10 for a bushel of roses, 12 roses. You ain't got to tell them it's $10. Shit, take the fucking price tag off, take the paper off. And come home and give them the flowers. Now, if you cut an inch off them flowers every day and put them in fresh water, that $10 investment will last 5 days. You know how your woman gonna feel if she get up every day and she walks in the kitchen and see them roses opening up and becoming more beautiful? Oh, you're gonna get some special shit. And let me tell you this. If your woman ain't worth $10 goddamn dollars, you need to change women. You got the wrong motherfucker. $10. It's easy. I always do fly stuff for her. I went out, ooh, you gonna love this. I went and got a chef to come and cook for us a lunch, okay? To do a vegetarian lunch for my queen. And I said, first of all, don't come in your damn street clothes, okay? You need to wear your cooking smock, your hat. You know, you got an assistant, bring your assistant. Don't bring that shit here cooked. It's a kitchen. You come over here to do some chefing, okay? So we laid the table out and everything. She printed a beautiful menu with the meals on it, you know, and then she even put on the back the ingredient of everything because she know my woman's a vegan. And my woman's real, oh gosh, she's real touchy. I'm scared. In restaurants, I'm terrified. The shit she be saying, the waiters, I know they gonna fuck us up. I mean, she just every damn question. Is there cream in the cream? Yeah, bitch, is cream in the cream. They be mad. Waiter be standing there like this. And I keep telling people, please, don't play with people who have to bring you your food. Y'all used the word dick several times. So I'm not gonna say I put my dick in most salad. Oh, I'll give a whole new meaning to creamy chicken. Let me tell you something. Don't play with your waiter. She played with the waiter. Don't do that shit. I can't eat now. I'm not eating now. No, I'm just gonna have my beverage. But so they came and they made this menu. And the menu was perfect. And it listed everything. And she took it and was so blown away, she framed it. It's on the wall. This cost $135. They know a lot of money. I'm always ooh! Gotta tell you what I did for the 5th anniversary. I went down to the tattoo store and got the words, I love you, tattooed to your ding-a-ling. I get to the house, I whipped it out, I said, happy anniversary. She read it, she said, ain't that a damn shame. First you want to tell me how to dress, then you want to tell me how to cook, now you want to try to put words in my mouth. Okay, people, I'm playing. But in a relationship, you better play. That was one of the keys that you mentioned today, which let me know you're going to be so successful. Your man get up and sing, a horse is a horse, of course. You play, you dance, you do things for each other. You remember the child within you, man. And you share and you love each other up for no other reason. There don't have to be no birthday and that shit. Just because you woke up and when I wake up and see my queen, I'm in heaven. If she smiles at me, I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. That's why the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is I say my prayers. Well, I brush my teeth first because I don't like to talk to God with a dirty mouth. But then I pray, but my prayers are always prayers of gratitude. I'm not begging, oh God, give me that, give me that. I'm not begging God for anything. God wants me to have what I want to have. That's why you have to be careful what you ask for. Because the universe is going to give it to you. So I don't get up begging for this and that. I get up saying, thank you, God. You know what? God woke me up this morning. He didn't have to do that for me. That was pretty damn nice. And I'm awfully grateful for that. But then I thank him for my queen, man. Because it's about balance. In the Hebrew faith, they have a book called Talmud. Talmud said that God created all souls is perfect halves. And when you find your half, it's called a beshirta. If it's a man, it's your beshirt. Once you find your halves, you become whole. And your heart sings a royal song, and you never have to look again. And people say, well, was that true? How come so many divorces? But you didn't find your beshirta. You just settled for some shit that was close. I have found my beshirta. I have found the woman who makes my heart sing a royal song. So I don't have to go looking nowhere. I ain't interested no more. Everything I want is where I reside. All she has to do is look at me, and I'm done. I call her and hear her voice. I'm through. I'm thinking of some shit right now that I can do for her right this minute while I'm talking to you. I be shopping for her all the time. She be tired of me. Where am I put it? Let me tell you something. I bought a fucking bear, a teddy bear this big. She made me sit in the garage. Where we gonna put it? Cause I'm bringing shit home every day. And what is she doing? The same thing. Loving me back, loving me up, lifting me up, remembering this God first, having fun with life, kicking what. You're supposed to live this life. You're really supposed to eat what you want to eat. Fuck. When you want to. Get in the water. If you don't swim, goddamn, walk out there. Live this life, man. And when you can find your perfect mate, Satori, which I think you've done, Karen, Dang, did you do it? You did it twice. Okay. She said 2 wives. Shit, I don't know. I'm just working with what I got here. When you find the one, then life becomes a royal dance. Don't live your life being sorrowful. Don't be regretful. God created us to have a great time, to live this life. Anybody tell you that you got to suffer for God? They a motherfucking lie. They lying. God ain't never said that. There's no Bible that says that. Show me that shit. God didn't say that. We don't have to suffer. Everything we have is on this planet. Once we learn to start loving each other and giving to each other, there'll be so much for everybody that we'll have to store things away. It's about love, and love is God. The word is interchangeable, and if you want it, you have to be it. A lot of people want to be your friend, but they want a friend, but they don't know how to be one. Well, I don't know if I don't have no friend, because motherfucker, you don't know how to be one. You have to be kind to get kind. You have to be love to get love. And when you find the right one, Satori, Karen, Dang, when you find the right one, nurture them. Love them, hold them, squeeze them all the time. Be thinking tonight, what can I do for them tomorrow? This gonna blow their mind, it's gonna surprise them. Write a love note with soap on the mirror. I'm gonna lick the shit out of you tonight. You ain't even got to do it! Put it on the mirror anyway, see some shit come out. So, in closing, I have to say this. I just want to say my mother transcended. Now I don't say died. Because as long as you hold people in your heart, they're alive and well. I talk to my mother every day. Of course, if I hear her talk back, I will be getting professional help. But I'm just saying, she forms my every decision. She informs my every decision. So I don't do no bad shit on purpose. If I fuck you up, I swear to God, it was a mistake. I don't do that on purpose. Because my mother and God is watching me, and all I want is for my mother and God to be proud of me. That's the kind of life I want to live. My queen helps me be that. She reminds me when I get off step, when I say the wrong thing, when I sometimes go too far. We're all human. So what we're supposed to do is nurture each other, hold them to each other, steer each other. When one of us say something out of line, pull that other one back and save them. But walk through this world with kindness. Walk through this world knowing that you're my brother. If I see my brother in everyone, then I have no one to fight. I don't see a white man as my opposite. I see you as my brother. And if you're my brother, what the fuck are we gonna fight about? If you're my brother. You know, society will play with you. They'll make you think everything black is bad. Oh yeah, you go to the funeral, you go with black. Oh, you go to the wedding, you go with white. Oh, the cowboy, bad guy, ride the black horse with black hat. Good cowboy, he get all white, but then, when they want your motherfucking money, it's Black Friday. So, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the shit. Lead with your heart. Remember that love is not linear. There may be bumps and things in the way that throws you off, but stay on your path. Stay on the path of love. Keep God first. I apologize to anyone who's offended by my words, But God created all of them. Every one of them. And he knows my heart. God knows what I'm talking about. And let me tell you, we agreed that motherfucker is motherfucker. In the beginning, we didn't have words. A rock was a river. I got river. We all agree, I got river. Then somebody say shit, why don't we call it a chair? And so we agreed to these words. But to label them good or bad, you ain't gonna find no word and no religious doctrine which breaks down what's the bad words and the good words. That's people trying to control you. If I have been able to deliver my message, it does not matter what the words are. Either you got it or you didn't. And if you did, you had a good time, you learned something, and you had fun. And if you didn't, God bless you anyway, because I'm going to keep on saying this shit because they pay me too much money to stop. So I want to say thank you. My queen is so awesome. I want to say thank you to Satori, Shakur, to my friends who shared the stage with me, to great people like Dick Gregory, a great man, to this institution that's here so we can come together and tell stories. If she say y'all want to tell a story, come up and tell a story. Shit, none of us know what we're doing. I ain't never did this before. Karen, this your first time? No storytelling? We ain't got a fucking clue. It don't matter. Just stand here and tell your truth. Because if you tell your truth, 86% of the people in the audience have experienced the same things that you have. And they will resonate to you. They will feel it. They will get it. And they're going to be all right. And if they're not all right, that's all right too, because everything's in divine order. God is running all of it. You see, there is no if or and. Either he is or he ain't. Either God is everything or he ain't shit. There ain't no middle of the road. And for me, God is everything. And as long as I keep God first, I can do everything. In my sobriety, man, I'm doing everything right now. Right now, I'm doing a one-man show that I'm killing. I'm called Michael Colliar's Mama. We did 10 in Hollywood. Then they brought me down to the National Black Theater Festival. I had 48 plays. Mine was voted #1. So February 23rd, we're shooting it in Hollywood for Netflix. Then we're doing a 100-city tour.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people. I did crack for 23 years. As of March 1st, I have 7 years of pure sobriety. And if I could do it, anybody can do it. Well, all you have to do is keep God first, stay close to your heart, and if you want romance, it wants you. Everything you're seeking is seeking you. Just get out of your own way and let it come. My name is Michael Colyar, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank y'all. You can follow me on Twitter.